Hey, let's go out to the Dam Grill hotline and talk to our good pal. He's a great instructor. I've known him for a lot of years. Geoff Greig is our guest. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning.
Glad we could hook up there. I know it was a little touch and go for a second. Um, in listening to some of Sergio's comments after the Masters victory, he said, I felt the calmest I've ever felt in a major tournament on a Sunday. How does this happen to the best players in the world? And how can we get to that point without being in that pressure cooker every week?
Well, it's actually a pretty cool time now. In the past, whenever somebody came to me for help with their game, it was all about improving their physical skills, trying to get the swing better, because there was really no way to quantify how your mind was working, how to figure out how to deal with pressure better and transfer what you do at the range out onto the course. But there's some great new tools out there now where you can actually tell what your mind is doing while you're swinging the club. And there's some apps and games that you can use to actually train that to get better. And I know a lot of the guys on the tour are taking advantage of that. And from the looks of Sergio, from when he hit it into the crap on number 11 all the way through, his mind is working a lot better than it used to.
Well, how can we get to that point? I mean, there's got to be something out there that can help us determine when we're very calm and when we're feeling the pressure.
Absolutely. And, as I said, we're very fortunate. Just in the last few years, there are some tools out there that are now affordable. I mean, basically what you have to do is you need to be able to monitor your brain waves. And in the past, you had to buy an EEG machine, which cost $10,000, $20,000. But I'm working with one in particular called the Mind Band from this company called MindPlay. And they have a website, mindplay.com. But it's just it's a headband basically that you put on your head, and there are apps for phones and tablets so that while you're actually out there swinging, you can see where your brain waves are, and it will tell you if you're focused correctly, if you've got inner calm or you don't have inner calm. So you can actually tell right away if you're in the correct brain state. And then the fun part is you can go home and play these games and learn how to train it and get better.
Hey Jeff, cousin Ray here. I've been looking at this mind play, and Jerry might not. You might not get this, but peak performance and well being. Well, Manchester City Football Club, they use it. I love NHRA drag racing, and that you have to be mentally and they do it. Nissan Motorsports. So what I'm saying is the best people at what they do in this world use this.
Absolutely. We love to go to the range and work on our skills, and we feel like the end all be all is if our swing gets better and better. But ultimately, if you really want to perform better, you got to be able to get the best out of the skills that you've got. And especially for the recreational golfer, you just don't have time to really try to work on the swing, and working on the swing can actually be frustrating because you're going to play worse for a while. But if the best athletes in the world are seeing the importance of training your mind better, I think we need to carry that over to folks who just want to go and play and have a good time on Saturday and be able to take the good shots from the range out onto the course.
Speaking with Geoff Greig, who's one of the best instructors in the all over the world, especially here in Colorado, and I work with a lot of players that have the yips. Let's be honest about it. That have the yips, and I'm thinking
Absolutely.
that this Mind Play band, this band that helps them focus and find out. I got to think that going through their routine and putting these 3 and 4 footers that are just drive them wild. I got to think that this would certainly help them with the yips.
Absolutely. I mean, without getting too much into the neuroscience of it, basically when you get a physical pattern like the yips where your muscles have a little twitch in it, all those physical patterns are instigated by electrical impulses from your brain. So if you want to get rid of the physical pattern, the fastest way is just to fix what's going on in the brain.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going to come visit you, and I'm going to go through this too because it's just like at this point it's a curiosity factor because I don't play tournament golf. Heck, I don't even keep score. But do certain shots bother me? Well, certainly. So would I like to try to get better? Well, yeah, of course. So I got to come and visit you. Where can I find you these days?
Well, the best way to get you absolutely have my cell number, so you know how to get a hold of me right off.
Yeah, that's true.
But the best way to get a hold of me is you can either email me at jeff@evoswinggolf.com, and that's GEOFF, or just right through my website is super easy as well, and that's GGESSWING gggesg.com. So really easy to remember, just gggesg.com, and all my contact info is right there. And it's really, really fun, because when I help people with their skills, it can take them 3, 4, 5 weeks before you start seeing improvement on the course. But when you work on your mind, you start playing better right away. You get the most out of the skills that you've already got.
You know, the amazing thing when I was talking to you about this is that it's a retail application. I mean, it's $180 for this. Who wouldn't spend $180? I mean, my goodness, they spend $500 on a brand new driver. Who wouldn't spend $180 to try to help their mental state while they're going through some of these tough shots?
Absolutely, and that's the thing. It's become so affordable. I mean, there have been others out there for a few years now, but they're closer to $500, which is a pretty big investment if you don't know how to work it or what it's going to do. But one of the reasons why I'm working with the guys at MindPlay is that they're actually helping me develop a package just for golfers, so you can go in and know that you're getting the Mind Band, and so you can get that feedback while you're out playing. But we're developing apps and games that are specifically set up for golfers to help them be able to get the best out of their heads.
Love it, Geoff. I can't wait to get out and see you and try this and get ready, because it'll probably send it into orbit when I put this thing on.
Yeah, Geoff, if anybody needs it, Jerry needs us.
I've said this before. My most positive swing thought is, let's not screw this up. So, that really doesn't play real well, but I got to see this in action just to see if can I improve my own mental state when I'm out there playing. I certainly hope so. Geoff, always
Absolutely.
great spending time with you, buddy. Throw out your website and your email one more time, if you would.
So the email is jeff@evoswinggolf.com, and the website is gggesg.com.
All right, Geoff. Thanks, buddy. Sure appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys. Always
Thanks,
great
Jeff.
talking with
You got it. Geoff Greig gave us the tip of the week, which is presented by the CoBank Colorado Opens. Check out the top golfers in the state, in the region.
In the region, yeah.
All over. I mean, these guys came from everywhere.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Compete in the men's, women's, and senior open at Green Valley Ranch Golf Club. I tell you what, Geoff he's way ahead of the curve on stuff like this. And, boy, do yourself a favor. Book some time with Geoff and go out there and do this. I'll be talking about it after I go through this, but it's fabulous.
Yeah, it looks amazing to me. And the technology is, why not use it?
Yeah. Affordable, $180.
I can't believe that.
Yeah,
that's
that is crazy. All right, one segment left, and when we come back, we're going to be talking to Devin Puleo from the city of Denver at Kennedy Golf Course and find out what all they have going on there. So when we come back, we'll be hooking up with him right here on Sports Radio 104.3 The Fan.